Good evening, everybody, or good morning, or however it is. I hope everybody's having a great day. Um, I was sitting here going, well, if I made one shopping bag, why can't I make the other? And then the first thing that popped into my head was Joe's little bunny and Jess's little fuzzy behind chickens there. And I thought, you know what? I have material that would be perfect for that. And so I made another tote. I had some chicken material. It's, I think they're roosters. It's the one, and I just thought it made the cutest grocery bag. And this one I started to do some embroidery on, which I'm going to embroidery because I thought, well, it's panels. I don't really need to do much, but yes, I'm hand embroidering on this one. I did the center of these flowers with some French knots, if you could see, and I'm going to do the same thing. It just makes them kind of puffy. I did those two. I'm going to put some French knots on the corn and do some hand stuff too, but I only did this side so far. And yes, there is a pocket inside. Here's a pocket. The lining and the pocket and everything is all done out of the same material. And then I have some leftover material, so I thought, well, you know what, why not finish it? And of the same kind, I'm going to inside here, I am going to, as soon as I get the hair out of my face, sorry, I'm also, and I didn't think about it till after it was done, but it's okay, I can still attach it. I'm going to attach a D-ring here and make a little key fob out of the same material, and just attach it on the inside for keys or whatnot. I thought it would be a really, really cool thing. And then I'm also going to make, because this was a big piece of fabric, and I didn't pay attention how big it was, and I just bought two of them. Well, and I thought, okay, what am I going to do with chickens? And I thought, well, you know what, just something different. And this one's got skinny handles, regular handles, unlike the other one. And of course this one doesn't have a different colored bottom because I didn't want it that way. I didn't want to take away from what the panels were. Like the other one, if you didn't see it, it has the big wide handles, which is what I wanted for this one. And it's a little bit smaller bag, but this one has pockets on each side of the inside. There's two separate pockets, one on each side. That one just has one big pocket. But that's what I've been doing today, and I thought it's a break from doing quilting or quilting blocks. It's making these little simple totes. They only take me, and that is including doing the straps, because I'm not these are I think I used, the straps are 2.5 inches wide, and I folded them in half and then folded them again. And this one is quilted. There are it's a fleece inside here, so it's a little bit more sturdy as opposed to this one. I mean, it's not, I figured it would make it hard, but it didn't, and I was surprised. But I didn't want this one batted. I wanted it to stay this way. But this one is, as you can see, it's a little thicker, but that's because of it is got 3 layers in there. And I didn't quilt through the lining, but I did quilt the hand stitches, and I was like surprised that I remembered so many of the hand stitches. Like the French knot, I had to remember, how do you make those? Is it 5 or is it wraparound? And it took me a bit to remember how to make the size I wanted to. So, but I thought that would be a cool thing to do. I'm going to go around like the other side's got a few more of those red flowers, and where the chickens are, I'm going to let me get, like where his little red thing is, I'm gonna quilt some there, so it just kind of sticks out. His feet, there's a flower here, a little flower there, just spots, so that it looks, you know, certain things will stick out, like there is letters on here. I don't even know what it says. Can't really read it because it's the letters are behind the chicken, and I think it says to love something. I can't, I don't know. Oops. See, I don't know if anybody else could read it, but it's behind that chicken. It's like a newspaper looking thing, but I thought this fabric looked really cool. It's just, and there you go, Jess. There's one of your little hippie chickens. There's a hippie chicken. Whoops, he's over here. There's a hippie chicken. That would be like a big one, not a Rhode Island, but a big one, but that's a hippie chicken or Polish chicken. I don't know what this one would be. Same as that one, I guess. But I will embroidery like the roses and things like that, just to make it completely unique. But that's just something different. I could do a video, real quick video on how to make them. They don't take long. I think it takes me maybe 45 minutes, and most of that time is cutting the fabric. The sewing part, it goes really fast once you have all the fabric sewed. So it's, you know, if you had all the fabric sewed, everything all done, the handles is what takes the longest, because you have to fold them and then sew on each side to make them a little more stronger. But other than that, the actual sewing of it together is relatively simple. I didn't want the square bottom. I didn't want it sitting up like that. But I may make some with square bottoms. I don't know. But I am going to put, like I said, I'm going to put D-rings in actually both of them, and make some key fobs, because I think key fobs are fun to make. They're relatively not really time consuming, and it's a great way to use up scraps, especially like 2.5 inch. I think I've always made my key fobs with a 6-inch wide. Sorry about that. My dogs decided to start singing when I'm doing this video. They're in the other room. Sorry about that. Allergies, and the dogs are singing and coughing all at one time. It's like, whoa, overload, stop everything. But that's what I've been doing today. Trying to take it easy from that cooking thing. I mean, cooking is not hard, but the walking back and forth and standing for long periods wears me out really bad, and I forget I have to be really careful about that, because I get worn out easy. But that's just, you know, when you have issues with your spine, and walking is a little fun and not fun, and and so it just wore me out. And after that video, I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I just ran 100 miles. And it wasn't. I tried to wait till the video even uploaded. It was on my cell phone, and I couldn't even wait. I was like, I'm done. I have to go. And then I woke up like 3 o'clock this morning. I was like, seriously? am I ever going to get more than just a few hours sleep? But y'all know how that is. You sleep when you can, or your body says, okay, you're up there, you're past that age, now you will take a nap. Take a nap or fall asleep at the keyboard. And that's not fun when you fall asleep at the keyboard, because you wake up and go, and no, that's not fun. But again, I hope everybody is having an enjoyable day, and if you have any comments, please leave them below the videos, and hit like and subscribe, and I will see everybody out there in the lives, and talk to you later, guys. Bye bye.